Hello Rose and Babes, I'm Mick Robinson and you're watching the first monthly reset of 2023. I love that for me. It has been such a long time, it feels like maybe 6-ish months since I've done a monthly reset, and that needs changing. So we're going to do that today over the course of a few days so that we can bring in the new year with positive energy and just start off on a good foot. And I come to you today with messy hair and a not so clean face so that we can start by showing you some of my favorite hair and face products. Welcome to my bathroom floor. Y'all have never seen this angle before, and honestly, it's quite good. I'm quite enjoying it. Like, my camera has a pull-out screen so I can look, and I'm loving it. But let's get into the beauty favorites. As you can see, my hair is wrapped up in a t-shirt. Any old t-shirt that works perfectly fine. It's just softer than a towel for your hair, so it's a little better at not damaging the curls. But in terms of hair care, let's get started. I've recently transitioned into using Pro products for my hair since I work at a professional salon, and therefore I get a discount and spend like $15, like Walmart price for Pro product. And also it's significantly better for my hair than anything else I've tried. And right now I'm working with the Keratin Complex Keratin Care Smoothing Conditioner and Shampoo. These are fantastic. My hair has such good shine whenever I pair these with my styling products. So, speaking of styling products, let's get into that. First is the Kerastase Genesis Defense Thermique Heat Protectant. This goes on super easily. It's a thick spray, but it mists pretty easily. It's a good heat protectant. It protects up to... It does not say, but it is a heat protectant. But this is not the only heat protectant I use. I bought this after buying my leave-in conditioner, which also has heat protection up to 400 something, 230 Celsius. And that translates to like 4 something Fahrenheit. Either way, I don't use heat that high on my hair anyway, so I only need about that much. That's why I love having short hair. I said this in my day one and only day of Vlogmas because my computer promptly decided to not work after day one. So, couldn't do the other ones, couldn't edit, but I said in that video that I love having short hair because it takes so much less time to do my hair and I used less product. My cosmetology teacher gave me this and I love this. I got this as a prize for doing well in Cahoots. Again, quarter size amount. I love that. And this has lasted me a while, even back when I had a full, not a full head of hair. Just an undercut, no side shave or anything. Honestly, you could air dry from here. I was just looking in the mirror. You could air dry from here. But I did get a Christmas gift, and I want to test it out. And I am very, very, extremely excited. Guys, bros, besties, I am ecstatic. I saw this on TikTok. Who did I see it from? I saw it from some girl on TikTok, and I was like, oh my god, I need this in my life because it has a diffuser. And the diffuser is so cool because you've got the regular diffuser length, right? And then you've got length. You can add length for when you're doing just your roots, which is primarily what I do. So, you get variety, and I love that. And there's also a pick in the case that I want to do a length check or cut my hair. I like to blow it out near straight with a comb attachment, and they have that. And there's also a concentrator if I want to go from just blown out to basically full straight, prep for straightening. So that is also an option, and I'm very excited. So I have not used this before, but I saw good things, I heard good things, and I'm very excited to try it. So let's plug this up and give it a shot. Okay, so we're gonna start with the diffuser. That's all I really need today. We're not doing anything fancy. We're just gonna do what I normally do. And for context, I was using I think Revlon blow dryer from Walmart, and the diffuser, I cannot find it for the life of me, so I was just holding it a distance away from my head. And from my single Vlogmas video, I feel so bad about that. I really, really, really wanted to do Vlogmas, but we'll do it next year. It's fine. My Vlogmas video, I was using another one that has a bunch of different comb attachments. All of the comb attachments are here, I believe, or otherwise just not in my dorm. And I was, again, holding it a long distance away from my head. So hopefully this will give a little assistance. And for a $300 blow dryer, better. And you might think, if you've never seen this before, it looks so weird. Why is it vertical? For longer hair, it's a little easier if it's vertical. You can turn it 90 degrees, and I love that. It is so cute. Okay, so we're gonna do medium heat, and we'll start with medium speed, I guess. We can start with low speed, because that sounds really fast. I love it. I love it. That's all that we need to go over. Great product, great blow dryer. But next, to finish off the hair care routine, this is the Sephora Protective Jojoba Oil. You can use this for face, body, and hair. I only ever put this on my face in the case that like I'm dermaplaning, which I don't do that often anymore, so I don't really put it on my face. But I loved to use it on my hair to like break up the cast from the styling product, the curl enhancement. So it's just a good general oil, and I love jojoba. Jojoba is such a great oil in general. I didn't do a full dry, I did like a 50% dry, which is what I usually do. And I'm not gonna go outside for a couple hours, so my hair will be dry by the time I go outside. But that is the hair, and I love it. Let's talk skincare. I love skincare. It is like my main thing. When I started this channel, I primarily wanted to be a skincare channel, and then realized that would require me to like be like Hiram and get just constantly be purchasing a bunch of different skincare products, and I cannot afford to do that. And also, it's just not good for my skin. I have very sensitive skin. To just be constantly like trying out new things all the time, it's not gonna work out. But I do have things that work for me, and I did recently just switch up my skincare routine just a little tiny bit because of winter and the fact that it's getting cold outside, therefore the air is getting drier, and my eczema is not having it. Yeah, I got the asthma eczema combo. Comment down below if you also got that. But real quick, let's just speed run through this skincare. First is the Shiseido Clarifying Cleansing Foam. I use this day and night. It doesn't strip my skin at all, even though it's meant to be clarifying. But I have not had a major breakout, save for like 1 or 2 spots. The chronically online girlies are gonna say I'm doing white face. I do have a facial booked for later today, so I don't plan on doing like anything too serious. We're not gonna do makeup today. It's just general skincare. Alrighty. And now that my face is dry, we're gonna go with the Dermalogica Ultra Calming Mist. I love this stuff. My mom gave it to me, and I go to Hand and Stone for my facials, so when I run out, I will be picking up more, but I haven't yet, so. Next is, this is my day routine. So next is the Clarity Return to Calm, Restore and Balance Step 4 Moisturizer. That is also from Hand and Stone. You only need like that much. Like I dip my knuckle into the jar, and that is all you need for your entire face and neck. It's not heavy. It's really interesting actually, the texture. Like you put it on and then like you feel moisturized, and then it'll just dry down like kind of like a satiny makeup primer. Next is the Dermalogica Dynamic Skin Recovery SPF 50. I love this stuff. 2 pumps in the hand. Activate. I give it a little heat so that way it doesn't go white cast on me. And just like breathe into it a little. Press everywhere. Get the nose, get the ears, get the neck, get the jaw. I am currently trying out the SkinCeuticals Glycolic 10 Renew Overnight. I've used it once. I did not use it last night because when I went to the spa and they like put stuff on your face. And 2, I didn't want it to interact with anything that, like I didn't want it to affect anything with my facial today because we are trying a different one. I don't want there to be any adverse reaction because, oh, I started using a glycolic. And the way I use this is between the Return to Calm, so I'll do Return to Calm, like a thin layer of this, and then a layer of the glycolic, and then I will top it off with the SkinCeuticals Renew Overnight Dry. I love this. This stuff, it's like it's thin, it's the slightest enough greasiness to where I feel like I'm heavily moisturized. Like there's a little sheen, there's a little shine, like you get a little glimmer. It's beautiful and it feels so good on the face. And finally, this was a Christmas present from my nail trainer, because I am training as a nail tech. This is the Sunbalm Pina Colada Cocoa Balm with aloe vera and coconut oil. It goes on really nice, and I love that it's made of aloe vera because instead of like petroleum, so you're not putting like gasoline, because petroleum is just gasoline basically. Newsflash. Like you're putting aloe vera on your lips rather than just like petroleum jelly, so there is a different texture with that, and again it's like a jelly texture, and I like that. It is about 4:50ish. My appointment's at 5:45. It takes 20 minutes to get there, so I'm not too concerned about the fact that I am still at home. and I'm about to eat dinner real quick before I head out. That way my stomach isn't growling during my facial, because that'd be really embarrassing. But it also happens every single time, so we are used to it at this point. But real quick, before I go, I wanted to go ahead and do a quick OOTD. First is this Calvin Klein, like, kind of t-shirt knit, like, box silhouette dress with these super cool, like, vertical stitching that I am such a fan of, because it helps me look a little, like, taller, almost. Not, like, ginormous tall, but just, like, it gives length. I also have these New York & Company leggings, which are in dark gray rather than black. I wear the black ones to work. These are for literally anything else. These are my favorite. I do not wear any other type of full legging. I am not exaggerating. I don't wear any other type because they are so soft and they are so comfortable, and I wear them almost every single day because I wear them to work. All right, so this is what we went with. This is a Forever 21 long coat with ties that are going to get tied up. And I also have my UGG moccasin, what are those Sperry situations with fluff on the inside. They're very comfortable. And I am going to head out. Good morning, 'tis I. It is roughly 12 o'clock. I have basically just woken up. I have my ginger tea as well as a Special K strawberry bar to start my morning. To continue this whole reset thing, I'm gonna clean my room because let's do a quick overview real quick. It ain't the greatest. So we're gonna ignore what we just saw and we're gonna start cleaning.
This was first described by neuropsychologist Donald Hebb in 1949. The phenomenon is commonly known as Hebb's Law.
Alrighty, my room is clean, and therefore we can move on to the next set of things I want to do, and that is goal setting for the year and like New Year's resolutions and budgeting for the month, because I just do that on a monthly basis anyway, or at least I would like to. So we're gonna get into that. And I just realized y'all cannot see my computer screen that well, so I will insert screen caps on the screen so that way you guys can see them. So if y'all have never had a job before, budgeting might be a not strange concept, just unfamiliar, I guess, unless you were one of those kids in elementary school that went to J.A. Biztown for a field trip and had a week-long, like, class to take before it, so that way you could prepare to spend your money wisely in this miniature city they put inside of a strip mall. Generally, it's a guide on how you're going to be spending your money for the next month, 2 weeks, week, whatever. I decided to do mine on a monthly basis since most of my things that I pay for are on a monthly or weekly basis. I have the actual dates that the things are due, as well as the amount of each thing, and I've also categorized it by health, entertainment, home, school, or food. And yes, my allowance is categorized under food because that is usually what I end up using it for in terms of buying groceries or just like getting food while at work. And I kind of take a kind of like, you know the envelope budgeting, like the bind, I have one, I'll show you. Alright, I couldn't find it, but I will put pictures on the screen of what I'm talking about. But it's this budgeting system where all of your money you just take from your bank account and put it in cash, and then you will separate it based off of the type of expenses that you have. and you do that and you like allocate a space for each dollar that you have to the point where you have like no more dollars in your hands. They're all just in the envelopes. That's kind of the approach that I'm taking with this, where every single dollar is accounted for. Like as you can see at the top, my monthly budget is $13.40, and the sum of all of the amounts in my chart is also $13.40. That's not to say that I'm going to spend all $13.40, it's just that every single dollar has a space, so that leftover $113.41 that's in my allowance, I put that in my allowance so that way it has a dedicated place. And generally speaking, most of the stuff is not very variable, because with variable expenses it's a little more difficult to allocate funds for because they change. But all of them are pretty stagnant in terms of what I pay. How much I save for student loans and how much I save for my trip to Japan, those do not change. The amount for my facial doesn't change either. The only things that really change is how much I spend at the spa, which is usually around $210, $220, and gas, because gas prices change. But generally speaking, I spend like $160 a month on gas for my car. But yeah, that's a crash course to budgeting. Whatever's left over, because the expenses, like, they don't total exactly to $13.40, so whatever's left, the $113 and change, is what goes into my quote-unquote allowance. And that allowance is going to keep me able to spend whatever I want and not break from my budget, because then I won't be sad that I don't have any money to spend. Let's talk New Year's resolutions. So I do have a video on my channel from last year or the year prior where I talked about why New Year's resolutions don't really work and why they kind of you just fall off of them. I'm gonna remake that video, but for now it's up in this corner on the screen. But I am gonna remake that video this year because I have more things to say, and I want to just re-evaluate some of the thought processes of how you could go about goal setting in an effective way that's actually going to stick. I'm not going to go like super into my New Year's resolutions in this video, again, because I'm remaking that video. But just a brief overview, we could say my New Year's resolution, my goals for the year in goal format are to eat healthy food, to build muscle, to output content consistently, to be less reactive, to create content I love, and to spend less money on frivolous things. So, that's like goal format. I am in the process of breaking it down into habit format, into like very small individual chunks that are easier to implement in everyday life. I haven't finished breaking everything down, so I'm not going to share it here. And then also, dedicated video I don't want to take from that. I know you'd actually see that video when it comes out if you subscribe and ring the bell. That way you'd actually get a notification from YouTube when it comes out. And yes, I know I look a little different since the last clip you just saw 2 seconds ago. I did do my hair, I did do it myself. It took 9 hours. I couldn't film it. I'm so sorry. It took so long. I was just focused on getting it done. I did not take any footage and I apologize for that. But I did cut color and put in passion twists. Is that what it's called? Yeah, passion twists. And it's giving very, when I was putting them in, it gave like a lot of cottagecore, like fantasy vibes to me. The colors were a level 2 natural black with like a burgundy red violet vibe mixed in. So like I have money pieces that are that burgundy, and then a peekaboo, let me pull it, a peekaboo that is also the burgundy, and then the rest, save for a couple pieces on the sides, are just level 2 black. The hair color I used is professional color. I did get it from Cosmopro. You can't go there unless you have a cosmetology license or like a barbering license or a nail license or anything like that. So you do have to like be a licensed professional in order to go there. They are connected to Sally's though, so you could probably get similar color from Sally's. I used Paul Mitchell's The Demi in 3 RV with the 7 volume Devolve. And on my hair is like a level 3 regularly, so it's not gonna make a huge difference. It was just to help me get to like ever so slightly a different undertone so that it would match a little better with the 2 and the red. With that, this video is over, and I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe, ring the bell so you can see all my next videos, and I've got that goal setting video from last time right over here for you on screen, and another one that YouTube's thought that you would like as well on this side. And don't forget to subscribe yet again. It's going to be this giant circle about to cover my face in 3, 2, 1, or it's already there and there was no point in counting down. but hopefully you could subscribe in that amount of time if it was already there, because that would just mean you're super cool. So, we're done here. I love you. See you next time. Bye!